Alright, so I'm just gonna do a quick once over on this replay and then play some more ladder myself. I do kind of feel like playing games. Okay. See what we've got here. Daybreak is one of my favorite maps for TvZ. I really like playing on this map. So, I do think, Mannermule, I think you should start doing 3 OC builds instead of the 2-base Marine Medevac. They are just better. These 3 orbital builds, I was like very reluctant to start doing them because it seemed so boring on paper because you're not being active in the opening. But once I realized that you could be active off of 3 orbitals and that your activity had to do so much less to be effective, I just fell in love with these builds where all you have to do is like deny creep. If you kill a few drones, that's all you have to do. You kill like 6 drones when you're doing a triple orbital build, and it's like you've won the game. Game resumed. And you don't have this pressure on you to like do damage with a push. Okay, so no gas. There's no need for a bunker if you don't scout a gas. You can go all the way until Hellions come out without a bunker. Game resumed. Because you'll have 3 Marines. At least you should have 3 Marines. And these Marines can go out to the tower. Okay. So far, so good. Factory, bunker. Now, I've also started going CC first. And you actually get your Hellions out faster with CC first. And you're only on 1 gas. Which is nice if you want to get an early 3rd command center. If you want to go Banshee, or something that uses gas, the 2nd gas is fine. But there's not that much stuff you need this extra gas for when you can get away with it off 1 gas. Like, before I started going CC first, I thought these were like essentially the same build, 1 rack CC and CC first, but when I actually like directly compared some of my replays, I was blown away at how much better it is to actually go command center first. Like, you have 70 more orbital energy, your Hellions come out faster, you're dropping mules at the same time, which is kind of nice because both orbitals start at the same time. Alright, so barracks, fine, stim, double reactor. Alright, so I'm just gonna assume that your build order is good. The first place I like to go with the Hellions is the 3rd. I guess you already have an SCV there, so it makes sense to not go to the 3rd. Game resumed. Side note, I've started watching my TvZs from the perspective of the Zerg, and it's been like helped me figure out how to actually think about this matchup, because I don't know, just watching from Zerg's perspective, it's just different. It's just a lot different. So that's something I'm actually, like, I recommend people try. I personally see a lot more when I'm only watching one person's perspective, and that's how actual games are played. It's hard to know what to look for when you're looking at everybody's perspective. Alright, so we got 6 Hellions on the way. Bunch of Marines. So 2 base aggressive build. Speed up a little bit. So when you don't see Zerg doing something, taking a third, that's when you want to ease off the aggression a little bit and just add a 3rd command center.
Additional supply game paused.
These Hellions could be doing a lot more. You need to know if an attack is coming or not. In this case, an attack is not coming. But you kind of have no idea. I see a lot of lower players, like lower level players, uncomfortable just sort of like doing stuff with their units if it doesn't have like a clear purpose. But it's good just to like run around your Hellions. It's just good. You just see stuff that you wouldn't otherwise see. Going home to repair, I don't like very much. The cost of the repair, I don't think is worth it, considering he's going roaches. So these Hellions aren't going to do a lot, unless they're transforming into Hellbats or being dropped. Alright, so started tank production on 2 base. I don't like this. 2 tanks. For the cost of 2 tanks, you can just get a 3rd. And tanks are so weak, like, in this type of a push. The strength of this push is the medevacs. Alright, so a 3rd does come down, but you're in a really bad position going into a late game. You've got no upgrades, and Zerg has, like, essentially has 2-2 already on the way. So I would say with this type of a push, don't do tanks. Just go Marine medevac, and really abuse the fact that you can lift up, boost, and harass drone lines. And yeah, just don't get tanks so early. Personally, I don't even build tanks at all in this matchup right now. Have in the past, but yeah, like against roaches, you don't want to be engaging. You just want to be harassing, mostly. And it is just too slow. If you're doing any sort of timing, you have to be perfectly crisp, or else Zerg's gonna have way too much. These timings are really, really thin. He should just attack here, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he can just attack. Or wait till you get in range and then attack. That's correct, I think.
Research complete.
So you're pretty damn far behind here. I don't know why he never started 2-2. That's his advantage in this position. His 3rd isn't even saturated. Alright, moving forward. Yeah, you can't play TvZ without upgrades like this. You have to get double E-base a lot earlier. And this type of stuff, well, it is good, and I don't think it's... I do this type of stuff. It doesn't work against good players. It's good to do, but good players will be able to defend that without taking damage. Alright, so you got 1-1 finished. I actually missed the E-base, so you got him. Late 1-1, very late. Like, 2-2 should be finished at 15 minutes.
Mineral field depleted.
At this stage, you're doing everything fine. You're cranking out a lot of units. Okay, two things like I can tell you that will actually be helpful for you. Thing one, your turret positioning is, I've seen this a couple times, is not so great. You want to put your turrets in your mineral line so they can be repaired. And yeah, that's just, it's as simple as that. You want them in your mineral line. They don't really slow down your mining. Thing two, I see you scan a lot, like scan expansions a lot, and it's true that you don't need the minerals here, but like scanning a base to see if they have it is so inefficient. I never ever do that, or like very, very rarely. Either you should assume that they have it and attack it, or you should like go scout it with a marine. But scanning a base is just lazy. So position your turrets where they can be repaired easily, and don't scan for expansions. Like, you don't see anything when you scan this base. If you're scanning to see if they've got hive, that's another purpose. Yeah, third CC, then double eBay. And I would do that before putting gas into tanks. Early.
Game paused.
If you're going for an early third command center build, you get gases 3 and 4 like as soon as your eBays are finishing. So very, very fast. With this particular build, you need to be putting minerals into marines early on, so you can't actually do that. Okay, so a battle happens.
Ready for dust off.
There are 40 workers on this mineral line. Alright, so aside from the opening, you're not doing so horribly here. I like that you're taking this expansion and that you're pushing and pressuring Zerg. That's good. And you've even done drops. So this hasn't been a terrible game.
Add-on complete.
Okay, I don't think I have many other tips for you. Why is my computer shitting itself?
Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots required.
Alright, so I there's nothing major that you did wrong that game. I think the opening, granted, is the one I showed you. I think it's out of date. I really think you have to start doing these more economical builds. Let's see if I can find a game I could show you. Alright, I'm pretty proud of this game. I'll go over it real quick and then I'll play. I'll just go over the opening. So CC first, perfectly safe. There's only like a few funky early pool builds that can kill you, but nobody does those. So just one gas, Hellions, and a third CC, and then double eBay. So I get my second gas after I start stim, and then I get my third and fourth gas after I start my double eBays. Yeah, it's 10 depot, 14 CC, 16 barracks, 17 gas, and you don't need a second depot because your command center finishes, and you actually get your second depot at like 23 supply. And I'm doing a really economical build. And now if my Hellions, like, all they need to do is give me map control, you know, take over the watchtowers, and they've done their job. In this game, I think I sneak in and get some nice kills with them. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna watch my perspective. I'll just watch the Zerg actually. You guys know what I'm doing. 3 command centers, double eBay, right? And I'm just transitioning into bio. Double upgrade, a couple more barracks and a starport. Normal stuff. So just watch the Zerg. Zerg never really tries to hide what they're doing. They always kind of do the same thing. They want to upgrade, they want to make a great economy. That's what Zerg does. So, Hellions are giving me full map control right now. I deny a bunch of mining and get a couple kills. That's really good. That's very, very good. I'm doing my best to keep creep under control. So I don't have any like timing attack I can do. That's the only like drawback of this 3cc build. But Hellions do a pretty good job at preventing Zerg from just droning up with ease. He's got spores at all his bases just in case I go Banshee. He's got a spine, and he's had to build some units. Okay, so at about like 12 minutes, that's where the game starts. As a Terran, if you go for these economic builds, the game starts about here when your medevacs pop out. Sound got really loud all of a sudden. Double drop seems reasonable enough. Notice the factory on a reactor, building these widow mines. They do work all game long. So up to this point, I've played a perfectly fair game. I haven't asked my build order to do anything risky or unfair. I've just been macroing. I've got 2-2 almost finished. I've got a equivalent economy to the Zerg. He's taking a fourth, while I'm taking a fourth. So everything's been fair so far. And that's a sign of a solid build, a solid Terran build.
Your forces are under attack. Additional supply depots base is under attack.
I mean, I'm really not doing anything too special. This is pretty normal TvZ. But I don't think Terran is a very innovative race. I think Terran is about, like, micro and execution is what makes Terran players good. Protosses can do really kind of cool strategic plays with, like, forges and different timings and, like, getting really fast upgrades and really fast storm and that type of stuff. But Terran, at least the way I understand it, is about, like, kicking ass with Marines and medevacs. So I'm just trying to be annoying with, like, trying to be annoying and trying to deny expansions. So I've kept him onto 3 base this whole game, which is how I ultimately win. This Widow Mine just has been sitting here racking up kills. This is what it needs to look like, this Zerg perspective, where most of the map is fog of war. In hindsight, a Viking would have been awesome to clear out all these overlords. He did go mutas, so I'm not sure. But if it's like, if Vision is kind of the opposite and Zerg has full map control, like, there's pretty much no way Terran can expect to win the game. If Zerg has enough time to prepare for, like, for something, and they see something coming, they're always going to be able to stop it. Like, that's what Zerg is designed to do with flanks and that sort of thing. But I've got him, I mean, I'm on 4 bases with 3-3, and I've got him confined to his half the map. So I'm in pretty good shape in this game. And I've kept him off a 4th.
Mineral field. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
So eventually I just wore him down, like, trading efficiently. I didn't do any super fancy, like, attacks or timings, but I kept expanding, and I tried to deny creep as well as I could. Yeah, that's a game that I was proud of. I felt like if I could play that style every game and just improve my multitasking and just mechanically get better, I'd feel pretty good in that matchup.